Hello, Aquarius women. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your timeless bonus reading for activating abundance. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into your energies surrounding wealth and abundance in all of its forms. In addition to your sun sign, be sure to take a look at Moon, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter for these readings for additional context. Keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates with you. If you are interested in a personal reading, you will find my links in the description below. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, Aquarius ladies, let's start off your reading with the overall energy from the journey to the divine feminine here. So, as it relates to wealth and abundance, Aquarius ladies, we're going to see what energies are with you at this time. Hey, my dog picks up on the energies. Blaze. You got boundaries. Whoa. Making self-care a priority, being direct, and tuning into one's feelings and practicing self-awareness. Wow. Okay. So Aquarius women, boundaries, making self-care a priority, being direct, tuning into one's feelings and practicing self-awareness. A lot of deep work going on here. So let's see how this is all going to come together for you at this time and how you can activate your abundance. Having healthy boundaries is so important, and it's work for a lot of us. So, okay, and I'll explain what each card is in a moment here. I'm going to pull it and lay it out. You got the Ten of Pentacles. Whew. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, definitely some grounding in kind of energies so far. You've got the Justice card. You got the Knight of Wands. And you got the Sun. Okay. Aquarius, I'm feeling your magic coming in here. Okay, so in the position of your ally on this journey of garnering wealth and abundance and being in those open channels where this flows to, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. I love this energy because I feel like whatever you have created, Aquarius ladies, you have done so in a very practical manner that is going to work for the long term. So you must have started out knowing that this was a long game. I feel like for a lot of you, this could be you've built your own business and you're in the next phase. You've built it, it's out there, and you're in the next phase. Maybe putting some different touches on it or figuring out how you can make it work for the even longer term for you. Could be setting up sales streams, passive income streams, that kind of thing. But you have, it feels very complete to me, like you have what you need. Now, in the past, your subconscious blockage here shows that, man, you had to work hard for everything. You know, you had to slave away. You couldn't focus on anything but working. Work. Okay. You probably got yourself into a place in the past, and this again is related to the subconscious, where you connect hard work to your abundance. But it seems here like you're saying, no, I am going to also take care of myself. I'm going to be aware of what I'm capable of, what I'm not capable of. I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew. I'm going to maybe adopt some new, fresh beliefs about abundance and wealth and how I can invite it and keep it flowing into my life. Now, in your current energy, you've got a sense of fairness coming up here with the Justice card. You've got Libra energies coming in here. You could be in the middle of some sort of legal situation. You could be also getting an LLC for a business. There could be some sort of contract on the table. Something like that could be going on currently. And you're very aware that you want to make sure that you are served correctly in this. Heck, you could just be working on your taxes. For all I know, you could be doing something like that with that Justice card there. So anything to do with legality, red tape, you know, paperwork, that kind of thing. And just an energy of you want to make sure everything is balanced and that you are served correctly in these situations. You could be also maybe partnering with somebody. We'll get some clarifiers. The lessons for you in all this, you get the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very fiery, forward-moving energy. Okay, perhaps in the past, you had some thoughts and beliefs that, you know, if I'm passionate and I put my energy into things and I, you know, just say, look at me world, here I am, that everything was just going to come to you right away. And I feel like the lesson in this is that you've had to learn how to build, and you've had to learn how to take care of yourself, and you've had to shed some of these older subconscious blockages about that you have to slave away to be successful, right? Now, what's really cool is in your power move, your activation here is the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. This is about pure joy. This is about innocence, joy, freedom. And that's your power move. And maybe that's why you're extra focused on boundaries right now, is so you can protect that joy and happiness that you've already created. Okay, let's do some clarifiers. Let's clarify your ally card there, that 10 of Pentacles. You get the Page of Pentacles, yes. I love that you're bringing in these grounding energies. And the Emperor, yes. You certainly have learned how to stabilize yourself. What you have built, you built with such care and such a nurturing that you have to recognize at this point, you have done this. You have brought stability into your life with this. This is your greatest ally right now, meaning you need to keep this in your mind. You need to keep this in your heart. You need to celebrate what you have done and understand that the stability in your life is created from you. You did this. All right. So you need to recognize yourself on this, because that even if no one else is recognizing you, even if you're having stagnancy for any sort of reason, this is a strong energy, and what you've created to date is amazing. Okay, let's look at this 8 of Pentacles here. This is your past, the subconscious blockage, the Queen of Cups. To clarify that, I like that coming in. And the 2 of Swords. Yes, you know, for quite some time, you were wrapped up in some confusing energies about how do I do what I love? You know, I'm slaving away here. I'm just working like a little worker bee, putting out the same product over and over, trying to make it different, but not being able to bring any creativity to things, not being able to use your imagination and do what you love as the water bearer. And that caused a lot of confusion in your life, but that's also in the past. Now you're bringing these boundaries in, and we have a more balanced sense of fairness here, where your time and energy is better balanced. And it's because you came into your heart space with it. You put love into that block. For the Justice card, you get the Hermit. Okay. And you get the High Priestess. These are all major arcana energies in your current energies. Justice, the Hermit, and the High Priestess, these go so well together, Aquarius. You may be in a time where you're at a bit of a pause because you're kind of redesigning things. You're making sure the boundaries, you might be reinforcing boundaries. You might be having to address boundaries, okay? And you might be in your business from the front face of your business or your career, your work. You could be taking a leave, or you could be waiting for something to come through. This is a really good time for you to come into that balance within yourself, come into your higher wisdom. So whatever kind of break you might be getting right now, putting your self-care first, we will see, but I think movement has something to do with it, even if it's not the same movement that might move your business forward, if that makes sense. Movement in some form, even if it's a little more of that behind the scenes kind of movement going on at this time. I love this High Priestess coming in, and I explained this to another sign. I think it was the Pisces women. You are the High Priestess. This is about you dissolving through the portal. You don't have to force your way through, okay? Everything is going to come into balance. You're just going to melt through this portal. This came up in the current energies for Pisces. So if you have Pisces in your chart, in any of those placements I mentioned at the beginning, you might want to check out that video as well. Okay, beautiful energies, really strong, purposeful energies for this point in time, even if you can't quite see it. Okay, over here though, what will give you clarity? What is the lesson? The Knight of Wands is clarified by the King of Swords. Yep, you had a lot of specific thoughts connected to how you thought things were going to go at this point. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling like this is a big lesson for you. Woo. All right, so you may be feeling a little battle weary. I think you thought that you would be further along, and I say that in quotes because that's all, subjective. You thought you would be further along by now with what you're creating and what you're doing, and you had a lot of powerful thoughts, kind of rigid thoughts about that with this King of Swords. You were like, I'm going to do this and it's going to result in this. And it hasn't, okay? Things haven't quite gone as you planned, and you find yourself a bit weary, a bit beat up by that, a bit disappointed, okay? But the lesson is in here that you are to release. This is the same thing you did in the past energies about the overworking. You use that Queen of Cups, you come into your heart, and you are to release the thoughts of how things are supposed to be. And you're relaxing into how things really are. You're allowing yourself to be. Tuning into one's feelings and practicing self-awareness. Not one's thoughts, one's feelings. Let's clarify this Sun in your power move, your activation. The Chariot, that's movement, powerful, strong forward momentum. Whew. And the Sun, to clarify the Sun. Listen, Aquarius ladies, you are going to come out of this all the stronger, oh my goodness, and all the happier. You are learning such an important lesson here. You have judged your work. You have judged yourself way too harshly. You put yourself in a box this time, and you've got to come into your heart to get yourself out of it. You've got to come into your feelings, and you will start moving very strongly forward in such a balanced way into this activation, this new activation. You might be in a little bit of you're trying to take everything in right now. You're trying to maybe hold more energy, and in a good way, like you've expanded and you're trying to more energy has come in and you're like, oh my goodness, what do I do with all this? And how do I make sure I don't fall back into this? But I've also kind of beat myself up here about how I thought things should look. And I got too far into that. How do I avoid doing that again? You know, but that, again, those are thoughts. And I can feel you wanting to go back to those thoughts. You can get wrapped up in that sometimes. Go into your heart. Your heart is going to pull you out of these energies and move you forward in such a powerful way. There's no doubt about it that wealth and abundance and prosperity is on its way. This very much, I feel like you're not at the beginning phases of whatever you've created. You're at your next level, and you've kind of had a plateau, and you're about to shoot back up. Okay, Aquarius women, let's get a card to close this off from the Runamal Cards. These are fun little rune cards that I love. Love working with the runes. And you got Rider. Rider represents a journey, a travel, movement in time and space, and changes in place and environment. As with another rune called Uruz, which was about strength, Rider may appear representing a physical manifestation, but is cast much broader than that. Its reference could be that of a spiritual journey or travel, mentally or emotionally. Overall, Rider expresses a change in where you are at the moment. There's an old adage to this point that it's not the destination, but the journey. Yes, Rider is beautiful for you ladies right now, because this is as valuable a part of your journey, even though you got stuck in those energies of like thinking it shouldn't be this way. Yes, it absolutely should. And there is so much knowledge and wisdom that you're gaining. Here's that high priestess. You're dissolving into her. You are her. You're bringing yourself into that energy. You are illuminating yourself with this next new level energy. So it's a really awesome feeling. Aquarius ladies, thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, comment for me, and I will see you next time.